got a simple but potent question for you, Virgo. What needs to die in your life? Hi, welcome to Zero's Journey, where we keep it light 24/7, 366. I'm Madeline. Pleased to meet you, Virgo, or if you're back, welcome back. So, we're going to get into the story of your month in just a second, but first we've got to start with your sort of navigation point, your mission statement from Spirit, which this month, Virgo, is destruction. And you notice that this card features the eyes of an owl. And owls have 270 degrees of vision. That's almost 360. So Virgo, you're known for your ability to notice things, right? To criticize, to critique, and to pick out flaws. So if you were to turn that amazing lens onto your own life, your own belief system, your own habits, what needs to die? And we all know that here on Earth, when things die, they return to the earth. They feed the earth. We kind of compost them. So if you can compost what needs to die in your life, your nutrients will serve new regenerative growth. All right? Let's talk about it. Let's see how the theme of destruction weaves in to the month of October for Virgo Spirit. What do Virgo people need to know this month for their highest good? Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising, Virgo Dominant folks. What is their story in the month of October? What are the themes, Spirit? What is Virgo facing? What's going on inside of them? What's going on around them? What do they need to know for their highest good? For their highest good, Spirit. Where are they in their journey? Where are they coming from, and how can they get to where they want to go with the most joy, love, peace, security? Virgo, what do they need to know this month for their highest good, Spirit? What do you want to make Virgo aware of for their highest good? Let's see. This is interesting. Spirit just said self-check-in. So some of you may already have a practice with how you check in with yourself, whether it's a process you made up, whether it's journaling, whether it's a series of good questions that you ask yourself in the morning or in the evening. Spirit is reminding some of you all of a process that you have that maybe you've slacked on or something like that. Like, hey, it's time to bring that back. And for those of you that don't have any kind of self-check-in, this would be the month to seek out and develop a system of checking in with yourself, okay? Okay. Things are opening up for you, Virgo. A lot of, I'm feeling invitations. Invitations, changes. You might even have, you might even have someone like an old flame reach out this month. Now, and whether that is something that is good for you or bad for you to respond to, I leave entirely up to you, Virgo. You know your business. These are general readings. If this were one-on-one, I mean, it would be pretty clear, but Spirit is telling me a couple different things, which is, for some of y'all, this is a good and beautiful thing. For others of you, it's we'll call it an opportunity to check in with what needs to die. Is this one of those things that needs to die, that is still kind of shambling along like undead? Or are there signs of life? You tell me. Let me know. Comment box below. All right. Center of your reading. Beautiful, open energy to start with. Eight of Wands is a card of much activity, much communication, much opportunity, much invitation, and it is crossed by the Page of Cups, a message, receiving a surprising and enlivening message. The Page of Cups is very optimistic, very generous, and so it feels like someone surprises you, and it feels good. It feels emotionally connective. it feels very satisfying. I feel like you feel pretty self-satisfied this month, Virgo. And in fact, that might be a little bit of why Spirit is saying, like, hey, what does need to go? Like, okay, I'll just put it like this. Spirit is being funny and like not particularly diplomatic, but they're just being succinct. Virgo, you can be known for like being on the high horse a little bit, and this card does speak of like, hey, just watch out that you don't get like delusionally full of yourself. I do want you to be full of yourself. I just don't want it to be, I don't want you to inflate yourself. These are cups. Like, this should be emotionally fulfilling, not like I'm telling myself good things, but what's really happening is something different. So be very clear with yourself about what's going on, what you want, what's working for you, what's not. Use your Virgo faculties. That's one of your greatest skills. What's the weef? What weef? Wow, that's wheat and chaff. What's the wheat? What's the chaff? What's the weef? Maybe there's some stuff in the middle. I don't know. The top of your reading. Seasons changing, literally and figuratively for you, Virgo. Something has completed and something new is beginning. What's ready to die in your life? What has been either completed or, if not completed, needs to just be done with. You know what I mean? So here in your past is this person. So who is this to you, Virgo? Queen of Swords. This is someone very intelligent, very strategic, very cunning, very into the concept of honor, integrity, will always stab you in the front, never in the back. And it feels like, again, this is someone kind of hearkening from your past. And are they the one giving you the Page of Cups energy? Is this like a lovely surprise, or is this something that needs to die? That is up to you. Your future, I will say, looks like new things, expansion, adventure, travel. I mean, literal. Your ships are coming in, your ships are going out. I feel like a lot of you are traveling to new destinations. For some of you, that could even be connected to this Wheel of Fortune, like, okay, I'm done living here, now I'm moving over here. This could be happening in October. This could be a trajectory that is currently unfolding. Where you find yourself, making adjustments, trying things out, particularly when it comes to the realm of money and career and the way that you use your skills, your time, your effort, your energy. It's a good time to make changes. I mean, destruction, right? What's not working for me? Let me toss it out. Sometimes maybe we're trying to juggle like 5 pentacles, and I don't know how familiar you are with the 5 of Pentacles, Virgo, but it's not the card you want to get. So sometimes more is not necessarily better, okay? Paring down, making adjustments, keeping what you can focus on in your 2 hands. So not going overboard, right? Wheat from the chaff, wheat from the chaff. Actually, less can become infinite. You notice this infinity symbol that she is running her coins through. When we balance it right, when we are a little more limber and playful and springy with it, rather than trying to hold it or trying to even juggle it. Like, let's just, there's a difference between juggling and this. Let's do this. A little bit of that Mobius infinity loop kind of energy. What is available and around you? Reminder that at the center of your reading, someone offering you something incredible. Love, forgiveness, invitation, opportunity. But this is something, again, emotionally fulfilling, emotionally cleansing, overwhelming, but in a good way. Like, it might really knock you back on your feet, the way a wave can knock you back on your feet, but it won't kill you. The potential energy. Now, this is interesting. This is a very good card. I'm seeing this a couple different ways, Virgo. Potential. 9 of Pentacles, the one and only card in the tarot for the successfully self-employed person. Someone who has put a lot of work into their orchard and now they can enjoy the fruits of their labor. So, would you like to be at the end of this month like this? looking at the fruits of your labor, looking at this pile of money you've cultivated, or this pile of skills, or this pile of product that you've been able to create, and be like, damn, I'm pretty good. Like, I'm pretty fucking awesome. If you want that, then seize and even request, 8 of Wands, these opportunities that you want. Send out the resumes and the cover letters and the applications. Make yourself known to people, and people are going to be making themselves known to you, or their desires known to you. If you want them, respond. The key to your reading, the key and the conclusion, Virgo. Remember, 3 of Wands is your future. Going to new places, trying new things, expansion, opportunity, adventure. The key and conclusion, the King of Wands and the Fool. King, you can be anywhere on the gender spectrum. That is totally valid. Coming through as a king versus a queen. I consider queens to be like creators and kings to be conquerors. Although I will say, the King of Wands is the most creative of the kings. The King of Wands is entrepreneurial. Like, they do their own thing. Whether they're literally an entrepreneur and they work for themselves, or they're just somebody who, like, I have an idea, I'm gonna, sketch this design, and I'm gonna go out in my wood shop or my metal shop and build it. Or I'm gonna write this poem, or I'm going to present this advocacy, or I'm gonna write this grant. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody who does their own thing, who brings their ideas from inception to conception. Right? Like, brings it all the way from in the brain, from the intangible to the tangible. And they manage their skills very well. They manage their time, their boundaries, etc. very well. And ironically, when we manage our boundaries and our time and our skills very well, we can kind of go at what we want to do with abandon. Because within the container, we can be free, right? So sometimes when I see the King of Wands, I think of the fire that's in a kiln. You know what I mean? Like, kings, right? Boundaries, and then wands, fire. So that kingness puts a safe, wonderful boundary around that fire, where it's like, wow, I can create anything. I can create beautiful art. I can create usable vessels for water and food. I can create weapons. I can create a lot of things with what I've got. What do I want to create? Let me create the container. And then within the container, I can be and live and create with abandon. With joy. I can let go because I know I've created rules and systems that will catch me. Does that make sense? Do you got some rules and systems in place, Virgo? Did you just get really aroused when I talk about, like, rules and systems? Or are you one of those Virgos that has, like, totally, Pisces or Sagittarian placements where it's like, oh, please don't talk to me about rules and systems. I just want to die. I'm very curious. Let me know. That's what the little box below is for. If you enjoyed this, hit that like. If you didn't enjoy it, let me know. Wheat from the chaff, Virgo. I mean, I trust y'all more than most of the other signs when it comes to that stuff. I really appreciate you being here, Virgo. I really hope that this reading is helpful. And if I don't see you in one of the weekend vlogs this month, then I hope I will see you in your November reading. Bye, Virgo.